Alexis Martinez, an elder who is the right-hand woman to T.G.I.F. I did not make this happen by myself. T.G.I.F. people was integral to this community, but Alexis Martinez was integral to me. Please welcome Alexis Martinez.
Oh, I don't know how to come off of that introduction. When I was asked to speak months ago, I wrote a couple speeches and rewrote them. And I'm never comfortable speaking in public. But I started coming up with this concept of, looking at the world from. Okay. I started looking at. Events from today and, from my perspective, my age. Back in, I'm 63 years old now. So, I have seen a lot of change, and I've seen a lot of things that haven't changed. And I was 5 years old, living in the projects on 24th and State, and I still remember that late summer of 1955 when there was a lot of sadness, in the projects. And I didn't really understand until a few years later, but that was when the pictures of Emmett Till were displayed in Jet magazine and the Chicago Defender. The mother of Emmett Till was brave enough to show her mutilated and tortured body of her son. Emmett Till was guilty of whistling at a white woman, a 14-year-old boy who was visiting his relatives in Mississippi. A year and a half after that, the men that were found not guilty of that were paid $4,000 to write an article in Look magazine where they bragged of how they killed them and why. So I started connecting the dots when I started thinking about Trayvon Martin. He was guilty of wearing a hoodie. And so in my way, I'm saying to myself is that all of these things are connected to us. These are all oppressions. And the one thing that we don't discuss very openly is, the racial differences and problems between us. We talk about white privilege, we talk about, gay male privilege, we talk about all these different privileges, and there are separations. They keep us apart, they stop us from being united, in our movement, where we need to begin to transcend these divisions in our own communities. I know that white males have more privilege in this society. That's something that I know going in. On the other hand, my age gives me a lot of privilege. Okay, so we operate in different privileges. If we look at our society today, the most endangered species is young black males. I was just reading in the Washington Post that in the last 60 days, 25% of black males between the ages of 16 and 30 have had some police interaction in the last 6 months. That means that somewhere they're recorded for, some alleged criminal offense or something. That stuff nowadays goes on your permanent record. So these people are ostracized. As a trans person, right, I have my own oppressions, but people aren't dragging me off to jail for being trans right now. If I'm a White Mountain Apache and Mexican, people aren't dragging me off to jail, okay, for being, when I walk down the street. Now, yes, we get harassed as a trans woman, but it is not at the level of oppression that young black men face, you know. So we need to build solidarity with the black community, you know, because that'll empower us, you know. We need to get to that point where we face these things, and, you know, yes, it's not the easiest thing. We want to focus on our oppression, but it's all of our oppressions. You know, when we keep just focusing on what's happening to us, we lose a lot of solidarity, you know. I was thinking about, you know, how difficult it is sometimes for all of us to, you know, join in any kind of event, because there's so many different agendas that we all bring to the table, you know, and it's not an easy thing, but we have to begin somewhere. And I'm hoping that T.G.I.F is one place that we can begin. And excuse me, I'm a little nervous. You know, we have a lot of different people here. This could not have happened. You know, I know KOKUMO likes to give me a lot of credit, but it couldn't happen without all of the people here. The donors, I mean, there's donors from, you know, every spectrum, you know, white people, black people, you know, Asian people that put this together, you know, and they're participating. We need it all. You know, we have to find bridges to our different communities and find ways to, you know, not focus on our differences, but build bridges where we have common interests. You know, and at this point, I just want to thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being so warm towards me. You know, it's unexpected. You know, so please enjoy. You know, dance, eat food, party. You know, and see you next year.
Can you all clap if that was powerful? Thank you. Can you all stand briefly to thank all of the people, the trans, the gender non-conforming, intersex people who not only came to this event, but who decided to put their lives on this stage as a catalyst to a movement that includes us all. Please applaud to the heavens, to Jupiter, to Mars, to Venus, Nick Cave, Alexis Martinez, and Pidgeon Pagonis. I thank you all personally and immensely and eternally. And so with that being said, stay standing because we're about to have some music and we'll be right back. Hit us with it, DJ.
You ready?